act now, this may escalate into a countrywide epidemic.
Before we start today's video, what is analog horror? Analog horror is a subgenre of horror that uses distorted graphics, cryptic messages, and visual styles similar to late 20th century television. Many popular analog horror series have popped up in the last couple years, such as The Backrooms, The Mandela Catalog, and Vita Carnis. Today, we're going to explore a lesser-known series called The Smile Tapes. In the Smile Tapes, there's a new black market drug going around, and the drug tends to make people go crazy with a creepy, distorted smile on their face. As time goes on, this drug starts spreading, and tons of violence begins to occur. In this video, I'll be going through all of the Smile Tapes. I'll be reacting to each of them and giving you my own thoughts and theories to the series as a whole. Also, this series is by the creator Pitoriku. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. Links to the entire original series and all of Pitoriku's socials will be in the description at the top. Here we go. Let's jump right in. The Smile Tapes, Volume 1. Alright, let's get into it.
This message is broadcasted to raise awareness of a new drug in circulation. The Smile drug. We advise for you to stay away from any person suspected to be under its influence. For the past few months, we have received over 500 deaths related to the drug. The drug itself has not been scientifically investigated. Its most obvious effects are mania, uncontrollable laughter, violent tendencies, and the alleged smile in which the drug was named after.
Okay, I have to say before we start this, it seems like 50% of people find images like this kind of goofy, and then 50% of it find it terrifying. Personally, if I was walking on the street and saw someone making this face, I would be terrified and would be going the other way immediately. There's something about having a smile with like killer intent that is terrifying to me personally. But it seems like we have some kind of illegal drug on the market that apparently does this to people. And you should definitely avoid taking it, just like most other drugs.
How do you ensure your safety outside? Avoid dark alleys since most reported deaths happened near or in a dark alley.
Probably should, always.
Suspicious laughter, run as fast as you can. Avoid eye contact with the person. Once the person notices you, it will begin pursuit. Do not interact. You will most likely be...
Okay. You should always avoid dark alleys, and if somebody's laughing like crazy, you should probably avoid them too. Smile Investigation Journal, issue number 1. Initial observation. Substance is made of spores from an unidentified species of fungus. Risk of accidental intake is very high. Great. Hey, what's going on, guys? Patient 1 and 2. Brought to the emergency room on the same day. Complaining of a severe headache and acute facial cramps. None of the medicine helped. They were taken to the laboratory for observation. Stage 1, week 1. Alright, dude. Patients begin to smile with some resistance. The one on the left is so creepy. Patients suffered meningitis before subsiding within 2 days. Patients remain sane. They don't look very sane. Stage 2, week 2. Holy crap. Any resistance have been subdued by the fungus. First of all, bro on the right lost his hair. But wow. Wow. That is insane. Faces begin to contort to a wide grin. Patient's behavior becomes predatory. So this is when they become dangerous. patients were then locked in a room. Stage 3, week 4. Okay, wow. Fungus has permanently damaged facial tissue. I was gonna say, it looks like they're just falling apart at this point, leaving a severely contorted face. Despite extensive nerve damage, the fused muscles maintain its expression. If ever the patients recover, a face transplant is required for reintegration. Vocal cords have stopped functioning due to extreme strain. Patient's behavior and motor functions begin to decline. Towards the later part of this stage, Stage 4, week 5. Rapid hold up. Because in every one of these videos that I make, everybody likes to make fun of me in the comments for mispronouncing words. I'm going to make sure I get it right.
Senescence.
Senescence. Rapid senescence visible in patients. What the hell does senescence mean? The process of growing old. That makes sense. Rapid senescence visible in patients. Or in patient. Looks like the one on the right didn't make it. Patient has completely lost resemblance from past self. Brain is in late Alzheimer's stages. Patient 2 did not live up to this stage. Patient 1 passed away 6 weeks into his admission. Autopsy. Fungus found in brain cells. It was observed secreting a substance similar to acetylcholine. High concentrations of the fungus found in amygdala, suggesting complete control over it. Definitely butchered both of those. 30 minutes into the autopsy, a sudden burst of gas came out of the patient's mouth. Oh no. What was initially thought to be gas was figured to be spores of the fungus. Yeah, I guess that one. 2 morticians were present in the room. They may have inhaled the spores. They have been quarantined. Sean G. Excerpt, December 4th, 31. Okay, so what we have so far is, I believe those 2 patients were from taking the drug. So it seems like the drug is some kind of fungus that spreads in your brain over time, causing you to smile more and more, and at the same time just destroying you as a whole and rapidly aging you up. Very weird. I still have a lot of questions. Log 27, December 4th, 94. I went out for groceries, and this strange man threw flour at me on the way home. I was more weirded out than I was pissed. Yeah, that's kind of rude. Anyways, I'm taking Max to the vet tomorrow. Oh, Sean has a dog? He's been quiet for days, and I'm worried. Aw. Log 28, December 5th. I had this vivid dream where I was flying through space. It's like I became one with the universe. And then I saw a man. And I woke up. Him. December 6th, 94. Max has been feeling better. He began to bark again. Aww. I feel relieved. This is the first positive thing here. I had a very similar dream to yesterday. I flew through a colorful space. I forgot who I was. Then I saw him. He smiled. Ugh. Log 34, December 11th. I've been having the same dream for the past week, and it's kind of worrying me now. Does this mean something? A change in my life? I couldn't stop thinking about it all day. Or those numbers. Log 35, December 12th. My face won't stop twitching. And I'm having a migraine right now. Oh no. This may be the worst one so far. It could just be stress. Oh, it's definitely not just stress. So I told my professor I can't attend for this week. Log 39, December 16th. It's been 4 days since the migraines and twitches began. And I am in agony. I will go to the doctor. Good idea, buddy. Good idea. Log 40, December 17th. This guy keeps a lot of logs. They told me it was just stress and electrolyte imbalance. Just take pain meds and relax. And stay hydrated. That is definitely not electrolyte imbalance. Log 41, December 18th. My face hurts. It feels like someone is pulling the sides of my mouth up. It's getting harder to blink. The pills won't work. Where's Max in all this? Log 42, December 22nd. Huh? Max passed away. I don't understand. He was doing just fine yesterday. Yeah, I thought he was good. Log 43, December 25th, Christmas. My friends say I look a lot happier recently. I am not. Behind this forced smile, I am suffering. Both physical and mental anguish. Doctors were stumped by my illness. Log 44, December 26th. I am happy. I feel full of energy. I felt the man's aura. He changed me. This is a big change in one day, buddy. For the better. I am happy. I am happy. I am happy. I am happy.
Make everyone happy.
Make everyone happy. December 27th. He told me something. A quest to fulfill. A brand new life. December 28th. World is too unbearable for a simple man like me. Too much vice. Too much sadness. But I have the power to fix this. Log 47, December 31st. Everyone I see shall become happy. I hope I make you happy. New Year's countdown? Report. Time and date. January 1st, 95. Location 718 Ventura Place. Name Sean Gomez, age 22. Incident mass homicide. Details. Perpetrator was armed with a knife. He had a grotesque facial expression. Suspected of being under influence of some drug. Police response. Police officers were not able to subdue the man. He wounded one of the officers and committed relentless violence. The officers were forced to shoot him dead. Aftermath. 17 casualties including Sean. 10 injuries. Do I look beautiful? I thought I'm in a happier place now. Huh? He smiles. The Smile Tapes Volume 1. Whoa! Alright, that second section was a lot to take in there. I'm pretty sure Sean gets infected by spores during the first log of December 4th when he says that he went out for groceries and this strange man threw flour at him. Either maybe the flour was spores, or when flour was thrown at him it was mixed in with spores. But whoever the strange man was probably someone that was already infected with this disease, and this infected Sean. Now, I also I do think that Sean killed his dog Max. His dog Max was doing just fine and then suddenly died, and that was around like the 3rd week mark, I want to say, where usually the person that's infected is predatory already. Maybe he, without even realizing it, killed Max. Also, something to note that we didn't get in that first video was the existence of this dude. We didn't hear anything about the patients dreaming about a person. An interesting thing about this guy, I've seen this guy before in a lot of other horror related things. From what I know, I believe his origin, this may or may not be based on real life, this part, but a lot of people have had a dream about this exact guy and nobody's ever met him. They just see him in their dreams. So it's interesting to see him here. It almost seems like he convinced Sean to do this thing of making everyone happy. So a lot of weird stuff going on here. Definitely seems like there's more than something drug related going on in all of this. Tape 2. Far History. All right, here we go.
Welcome to Far History, where we explore Earth's huge past. Today, we ask the question, where did life originate? Well, there are a bunch of theories surrounding this, so let's get right into them.
All right.
Our first theory is a biogenesis, life from no life. It proposes that organic beings originated from non-living matter in hydrothermal vents. This creates a chemical soup that may have caused a reaction, creating the simplest forms of life. In the last episode, I told you that the Earth was literally hell. So how could life survive in such conditions? Well, Earth only stayed hell until oceans appeared around 200
That's a weird way to
years
describe
into
Earth.
Earth's formation. Water is the most important ingredient to life. Without it, life would have never flourished. It also helped cool the Earth down to a relatively comfortable 212 Fahrenheit. Thanks for me. Now this theory is a bit more far off, but it's the most interesting. It suggests that life came from another world and exists throughout the universe. When asteroids or other space dust hit a fertile planet, some of its debris gets ejected back into space, possibly containing life forms. Around 4.1 to 3.8 billion years ago, the Earth experienced a late heavy bombardment, possibly indicating that life may have arrived from those asteroids.
That's it? All right, so at the end there, it kind of flashes that it's far history for the Chidinlu High School. So basically what I got from that video is heavy implications that life came from either asteroids or meteors that came down to Earth, because there's a heavy emphasis on that second theory, and we see when things kind of start glitching here, it's showing like this meteor coming towards Earth. So that seems to be the biggest message that it's throwing out there. Okay, it said KPG. I have no idea what that is. KPG seems to be the event that killed the dinosaurs. You know, the whole thing where like giant meteor came down and it was like boom and like all the dinosaurs died. I guess this is implying that life came during the KPG event, but what I'm not sure of is, do they mean human life, or did something else also come down when that happened? Also, this tape has notes in the description. It says the tape was found in an abandoned warehouse in Chidinlu, again, still have no idea how to pronounce that, California on November 7, 2021. The quality has been severely worn and it appears to be tampered with. Very interesting. Tape 3. Further investigation. All right, here we go. This one is 3 minutes long. Who's that? Smile Investigation Journal, issue number 2. As of October 13th, 95, 1,489 deaths, or that's like triple, 5,361 hospitalized. Wow. Fungus. After extended observation, it's shown that the fungus is deemed unstable and prone to mutation. Scientists fear that this may result into more variants of the disease. Oh no. Transmission. The fungus naturally transmits around 2 billion spores. Wow. The spores are released through the closest orifice after the host dies, or orifice. Anyone within 10 meters are at risk of contracting the disease. The spores can linger for as long as 30 hours. Wow, okay. Moreover, there have been reports of people intentionally infecting victims, making the fungus more difficult to contain. What? They've been called spore puffers by the citizens. Police are currently patrolling areas known for frequent spore puffing. Source and emergence. The exact source of the fungus is still unknown. The fungus first appeared as a new kind of drug being sold in the black market. You should never be taking drugs in the black market. And was only brought to public attention after the New Year's homicide. The Gomez homicide. Sean G. Police searched Gomez's apartment. They found a journal that dates from January 1993 to December 1994, just hours before the homicide. Evidence implies that Gomez was infected at December 4th as a victim of spore puffing, so that was the flower incident. He appears to develop delusions towards the new year before descending into a violent killing spree. Wait, so Gomez died around stage 2, the most common stage a person dies at. Whoa. Sean did the right thing. Morgue incident. The morgue has been quarantined since the incident last week. Alright, patient 1 and 2. The 2 morticians closest to the body displayed minimal symptoms. Proper safety measures were not maintained at the time of the incident. Protocol was made stricter to ensure safety when handling a smile patient. That's it? Alright, so I have a few questions. There have been reports of people intentionally infecting victims. Are these normal people, or are these people that are also infected? And they're also called spore puffers. So in this case, Sean was definitely infected by a spawn puffer, and he said it was just like a strange person that did it. So I'm very curious about that, because if there's just regular people spore puffing, why? I also want to get a pause frame of that face at the beginning. That seems to be the guy that Sean was dreaming about. Let's go back to where the video gets a little crazy. Wow. See, what is this about? I don't know what any of these letters mean, but I feel like it's not random. The Smile Tapes, Volume 2. Alright, so this one's 15 minutes long. This is the official Volume 2 now, so this is a longer one than normal. November 4th, 94. So this is before the Gomez homicide. Faint signal detected 19 miles south of Chidinaloo, California. Where we were. We started to notice a pattern. These signals are only heard at night. 12:35 a.m.
19, 2.
Okay, so it sounded like someone was just saying a bunch of numbers. I tried to transfer it to letters. I didn't get anything though. 12:42 a.m. I'm gonna write all the numbers down this time.
9, 10, 15, 24, 2, 20, 19, 10.
Okay, so it definitely seems to be some kind of code, and they don't go any higher than what seems like 24 I've heard so far.
2, 18, 26, 15, 19, 17, 11, 18, 2, 5, 22, 2, 6, 22, 15, 5, 8, 21.
That was a lot that time. That was a lot of numbers. 12:49 a.m.
17, 24, 26, 16, 2, 19, 8, 10, 8, 9. Uh,
12:53. That's a lot of radio signals within an hour.
16, 26, 21, 8, 2, 6, 8, 16, 6, 26, 17, 12.
Apparent end of session. Only radio static can be heard after this for the rest of the night. A numbers station. We've still yet to decipher these cryptic messages. Oh.
My fellow Americans, for the past few months, our citizens have been under attack by a new and deadly force, a fungus that affects the minds of our citizens and causes them to kill other people. Our scientists and police forces have been making efforts to contain and treat the infected, but it's only had a minimal effect. I have also declared an emergency in San Diego City, so I now advise every citizen to stay inside. If we don't act now, this may escalate into a countrywide epidemic. We may possibly deal with hundreds of thousands of deaths. I wouldn't want that on my citizens. I hope we are able to get through this. Thank you.
Alright, so this has reached a government level of concern now. Oh. Where do their souls go? God, I hate this noise. Contagious disease warning. Stay inside.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the San Diego County Emergency Management. San Diego and Tijuana are under attack by the infected. An estimated 8,000 people have been infected and are currently causing havoc in the streets. Shelter in place immediately or risk your life. Lock and barricade. 'Barricade your doors and windows. 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 'Bar
They are...
Prepare to isolate and manage your resources. Be vigilant and wear protective equipment to avoid breathing in the spores. The President has ordered the National Guard to San Diego.
November 27, 95. So this is a year after the Gomez incident. Isn't this so beautiful? The bloodshed. Their cries. Fill me with such joy. How we can be together. Now we can be together. In a happier place. As feared by scientists, 2 new variants have appeared in the scene. Variant A, original. Okay. Causes physical and mental deterioration. The most common variant as of now. Variant B. Benign. Its effects are minimal. Patients retain their sanity. However, they still pose a threat of transmission. This patient was seen sneezing and coughing out the spores. Sarah Campbell. She's the first patient to have this variant. After being exposed to spores in the morgue. She is currently quarantined and observed. Oh, so is she one of the morticians? Variant C. Okay. Similar to variant A. Text here. Nice. Nah, there's no way. There is absolutely no way it just said that. Heightened senses. Bloodthirsty. Inhuman strength and stamina. Bulletproof exterior. Oh, hold on. There's a little bit after this. What the hell? I don't even know what that was. It looked like just someone running in a huge open space with checkered floors. So clearly things have gotten way, way worse. San Diego is overrun by infected to the point where they sent in the National Guard. I feel like they probably didn't do a great job there. And now there's the normal variants, a variant where you're infected but you don't show any of the negative signs and you're kind of just a spreader, which could make sense about like spore puffers maybe. And then there's variant C, which is bulletproof and basically just a superhuman version of variant 1. So that definitely makes containment a lot harder. And again, it seems like our guy here is the main source of all this. Still, who he is, any of that, I still have no idea. He is liking and enjoying what is happening right now. So I'm trying to get better at like deciphering codes and stuff, but the one at the beginning of this video with the radio station, I could not get for my life. Thank you to this comment by Ozzy Vaughn. They detail all the numbers down. They were able to translate 2 of them, which was transport within week and make them happy. Tape 5. Hike. January 29th, 94. So this is actually almost a year before the Gomez massacre. Any subtitles? Yes, they're on. Okay. Alright, we got some car footage. So it looks like this is going to be a found footage video.
I'm in a hotel in Mule to hike roughly 25 miles south from here. I'll be hiking through the El Radius trail around 3 p.m. Hopefully, I'll be back before nightfall because temperatures can plunge down to 32 over there, especially in January. Wish me luck.
Alright, good luck, man. Interesting that all this takes place in California, it seems.
I didn't feel my way on the top since I didn't want to waste my tape on long and mundane walks.
Congrats, man.
Quite a good view up here.
Does look like a cool view. They really got mountains this tall in California? That's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Someone screaming? Listen, I love people, right? You know, I never want anybody to be in pain or be screaming or something, but this is how you die. That guy is probably screaming for a reason. Whenever you run towards the screaming, it never ends well.
Hello?
Oh no, don't scream out hello.
Hello? You need help?
And it's getting dark? Oh, dude.
Hello?
Set it. You can hear the laughing.
What's going on there?
Looks like a little house or something, though. Oh, nah, and this guy walked up to it? That's crazy.
Anyone in here?
He went inside? Oh, this guy's crazy. Okay, it sounded like that our hiker friend is dead. missing. Alright, so we get a very small glimpse here of what looks like the Smiler that attacked this hiker. And that looks very deformed. This is also the earliest incident, I believe, in the series now, where we know that a Smiler exists almost a year before the whole Gomez thing. Obviously, we don't have too much information on this, but I'm sure that this event right here is important, and we'll probably find out more about it in the future. The Smile Tapes, Volume 3. Alright, this is a long one. The volume ones are always much longer. Smile Investigation Journal. Okay. Issue number 5. Did we ever get 4? I feel like we didn't get 4. As of March 31st, 96. 9,786 deaths. 4,035 hospitalized. Scientists were able to determine its evolutionary origins. Okay. To a microbe in the Yucatan region. Okay. The microbe was found in an insect trapped and preserved in amber. Radiometric dating suggests the insect lived around 65 to 60 million years ago. DNA tests show the insect has terrestrial origins. The microbe, however, suggests otherwise. Oh? Scientists theorize that the microbe's descendants include the fungus.
There are many theories about their extinction. One is that the dinosaurs' destiny was written in the sky. A cosmic shower of asteroids or a large meteor struck the Earth with an astounding impact.
Poor dinosaurs, man.
Not all life on Earth was extinguished with the dinosaurs. The smaller animals emerged to fill the evolutionary niche left vacant by the demise of the dinosaur.
Scientists have given the fungus an official name. Abaliomundo rhicis. The Jester. That name goes kind of hard, I can't even lie. The Jester. Oliver McCormack, April 3rd, 1996. I'm running out of food. I don't know if I can survive any longer. Every day just gets worse. The smoke suffocates me. I have sealed off most of the ventilation in my apartment because I fear that the spores may come through. I mean, smart. I think that's a smart decision. All I hear is the crackle of fire just blocks away from here. So I'm guessing he's in San Diego, and San Diego's still a mess. The laughter of the infected and the screams of the unfortunate. You can see he's got his windows boarded up. I'm getting hungry. I finished my last food supply 10 hours ago. I don't have a choice. The quieter side of town. Okay, seems to be in some kind of grocery store. Looks like it's been ransacked already. Oh. Got a can of food though, okay. Oh, nah, he's being chased. Nah, bro! That thing is so close. Come on, man. Almost there, right? Flamethrower? Alright, that's the aftermath, I guess.
Good afternoon, Miss Campbell. I'm here just asking you questions. I know this whole situation right now is a lot for you to handle. Being locked away in a room, far from your loved ones, and subject to rigorous tests that have probably pushed you past the point of exhaustion. But the reason for this is that you might be able to help us end this whole epidemic. It has been 3 weeks since you were diagnosed with the fungus. How are you feeling right now?
I'm fine. Facial pain's been gone for 2 days. Though my cough's gotten worse.
You've completely lost your urge to smile, right?
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. You're the first person to have this variant of the disease that we are aware of. Every case prior to yours has ended in a violent death. You seem to have recovered from it. You see, our early understanding of your case is that it's a late bloomer. Its course runs slower, but eventually it will kill the host. I think we should investigate if your recovery is the result of a weaker, non-lethal variant, or if it's because of your immune system.
Okay, so this is what I'm guessing is a doctor talking to Sarah Campbell. Sarah Campbell was the only person with a variant that she was coughing up spores and stuff like that, but she wasn't being deformed or anything like that. And it seems like she might be the only person with this variant, so she has some kind of immunity. And I'm guessing, her having immunity would be good because then maybe they can produce a vaccine or something for the others.
And only if it is entirely your immune system responsible for your phenomenal recovery. We can't extract your antibodies free of vaccinations and for immunity and possibly make a cure.
Well, I hope that's the case.
Now, let's talk about the incident. Is there any reason why you were not following standard safety protocols in the morgue? Miss Campbell?
I wasn't in my right mind at the time.
Can you elaborate?
I was in grief. I still am. I couldn't cope with it at the time. I couldn't focus. I could have not shown up for work today. But I had a son to raise. And without its father, it's so much harder to do. Now I'm here, stuck in the laboratory.
I'm really sorry for your loss and your stay here. Oh, we can send your son here to talk to you. I know it's been agonizing spending your time in here away from him.
Please do.
Alrighty then, I will be in touch soon. You need your rest. You'll be further researched in the coming days. Just hold on tight. We might see an ending to this ordeal.
The research laboratory was infiltrated by the Smilers. Despite the high security of the facility, it was not able to withstand the enormous wave of Smilers. Everyone, the personnel and subjects were killed in the bloody raid. All but one.
There is no cure, there is no cure. I killed them all. That kind of looks like the dream guy. Wait, so it seems like that they were on the verge of possibly getting a cure, and then all of a sudden a bunch of Smilers infiltrated the lab? April 4th, 1996. The city is just done.
So this is where it ends. Wait, what? No, 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 no.
What? What in the alien? Go back.
Wait, what? No, 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 no.
I really don't know.
During that whole outbreak, I stayed in my basement for a whole year. Yeah, I had to get used to living in such a claustrophobic space where I'd risk getting infected or brutally murdered by those psychos. The tricky part was getting food. I'd carefully walk around streets with a gas mask, avoiding the infested areas, and the competition for food was like really, really high. So lots of fights would happen, supermarkets that were abandoned, with like a high chance of like a Smiler, intervening. And I got to witness one myself. And God, oh my God, it was the bloodiest thing I have ever seen. It was insane. And later on, the outbreak, we learned that these like seemingly unstoppable variant disease could be burned by heat and caustic. And it was quite the revelation that we needed, because we realized that we could fight back with these, impossible to kill Smilers. And I mean, those creatures could lift cars and survive bullets. And they were really scary because they also don't really even look like humans anymore. So when it finally ended, I decided to move to San Francisco for good, because initially I was too traumatized to stay in that city. Went through a violent outbreak. And since then, I've led a peaceful life, got married, had a child, but, that whole outbreak, it feels like it just ended yesterday. It's hard to believe it It's 20 years ago. Time flies.
20 years ago? You told me that that interview took place in like 2016? And that's it. Season 1 finale. It is interesting to note that they did figure out that burning them was like their ultimate weakness, despite obviously some variants being bulletproof, and I'm sure they were relentless no matter how much you injured them until they were dead. So burning them seemed to be like the biggest weakness. But even in that post interview that took place 20 years later, they don't talk about this whole light incident, which I think would be very, very important to this case. Well, we only got a few videos left, so let's see what else we got. Tape 7. Mule. Okay, a lot of actual footage in this one. What's this guy doing? What's in the briefcase? $120? Is that the smile drug? He's definitely doing a drug there. Most definitely doing a drug. Definitely the smile drug. "12 days later." Oh my god. It's the hike. This is what was taking place inside the cabin. I'm not gonna lie, this series has me really stumped. I have what I think is a valid timeline of things and a big theory at the end, but honestly, it's a bit of a stretch. So if you guys know anything in the comments that maybe I didn't bring up or anything like that, please do, because this one was a really hard one for me. Also, I do want to say before I get into my theory and everything, I think that this series is finished. I'll get into it a little more later, but just keep that in mind when I give you all this information. Let's start with the timeline. So January 29th of 1994, the hike occurs. With the guy going on a hike in the mountains, he hears someone scream, he goes to investigate it, goes into the cabin, and gets killed by a smiler. This is the same person that took the drug in the video of the Mule, and this seems to be the first instance that we see of the smile drug in action. We also see exactly what it does to you by seeing how the guy trips on the drug, which is very similar to what Sean describes, seeing a lot of colors and then seeing him. On November 4th of 1994, there is a radio transmission. It's just a bunch of numbers and we're not sure what it means, but thanks to commenter Ozzy Vaughn, we found out that parts of it mean transport within week, make them happy. I'm going to be calling the guy that we've been seeing all the time, the man. It seems that the man has a way of controlling all of the people infected with the smile disease. I believe these radio numbers and stuff like that is the man trying to get in contact with spore puffers. But it seems like he's telling them to transport within a week and to obviously spread the smile disease. Because right after this radio transmission went out, a month later, on December 4th of 94, Sean gets infected. And obviously we know what happens with that. On June 1st of 95, Sean kills 16 people. Then we get volume 2, which is on November 27th of 95, which is when San Diego gets attacked and overrun by the infected. This is also when 2 more variants are confirmed to appear, which is Sarah Campbell and variant C, which is the variant that is basically a superhuman. Now, the interesting about Sarah Campbell is that she's actually one of the morticians that was in the room during the first actual research of the infected, which took place in volume 1. She was one of the morticians that breathed in the spores after the first 2 patients died. As for what happened to the other mortician, we really don't know. Volume 3 also falls around this time, which is when we get to see a direct look inside of San Diego and all the chaos that's going on. And we also find out that Sarah Campbell is in one of the research facilities nearby, and that she might actually be able to produce a cure to this virus or infection. Because for whatever reason, her immune system seems to just be immune to the disease. But this is when the man comes back into play. The man sends a group of infected to take over the facility and basically kill everyone inside, preventing a cure from ever being created. We know that the man did this because he says, "I killed them all, there is no cure." Shortly after this, it's April 4th of 1996. Just when things seem like it is over, this infection might spread to be worldwide, countrywide, and cause a ton of chaos, a bunch of lights appear in the sky, come down, and fix everything. Now here's my main theory. This virus came when the meteor destroyed the dinosaurs. As shown in the second video, Far History, there's an emphasis on the meteor coming down and possibly creating life. We're also shown that the virus originated in the Yucatan region from an insect that was inside amber. And even though the insect was of terrestrial origin, the microbe says otherwise. This is because that's where the meteor landed to destroy the dinosaurs, in the Yucatan region. This is where things get a little iffy, is now how did it spread from this insect in amber to a drug, and then the drug went on the black market? I'm guessing people took the drug because it made them feel happy at first, and then obviously things went very wrong when people started smiling and killing other people and things like that. And now here's where my theory gets really crazy, is that then suddenly aliens found out that, oh damn, this infectious virus that comes from space is over on Earth. Let's go fix that. And then basically came down and just fixed everything. It sounds wild, but that is the best theory I could come up with. The big problem in my theory is the man, because clearly this guy loved watching this infection spread and kill other people. So where is he from? And why does he do what he does? Is he also of alien origin? Is he an actual person, or is he only inside this bacteria? There's so many questions to things, and I'm not sure if we'll ever get them all answered. And now here's why I think we're never going to get any more of the Smile tapes. After volume 3, Pitoriku tweeted out, "Not gonna lie, I had to drag myself to make volume 3. As much as I wanted to quit it, since March, I had to give the series some resolution. Now that it's done, I feel free." Now, shortly after this, the Mule was created, and I believe the Mule was created just to give some context to the hike video, and to also show maybe where the drug originated in a way, or at least some of the earliest parts of it. Something I've seen a lot in the analog horror and the ARG community is that fans put a lot of pressure on these creators, and sometimes the community can be even toxic in some ways. So I completely understand why Pitoriku might have wanted to end the series here and just leave it as it is. To be fair, it does have a resolution. We do see that the Smile virus ends up going away because of what happens at the end of volume 3, and 20 years later things are fine. And it's also left off in a way where if Pitoriku wanted to pick it back up and kind of continue it, he could, because there's a lot of unanswered questions still. For example, at the end of volume 2, what the hell is this? I literally have no idea what that was. Also, where is the man from and his origin? What's up with that at all? And obviously, who are these aliens that came down and just fixed everything? But yeah, as you can see, I struggled a lot with theorizing and kind of coming up with a solid understanding of this series. And also, let me know any thoughts and theories that you have. This is my second attempt at an analog series, kind of like reaction and analysis thing, so let me know how I did. Let me know if you guys have any ways that I can improve or not. But thank you so much for all the support on the channel recently. You guys went crazy on the Vita Carnus video. It's at 500k plus views now, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like on it. It helps spread it out to new people. And also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hit 150k before the end of the year. And all right guys, thank you so much for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.